Hey everyone, welcome to Kyle's Kitchen. I'm Kyle, and this is my kitchen. Today we are making a delicious and very simple one-pot pasta. I am live on Facebook, so I hope you guys join me. I am going to check my iPad right here, and I will be able to see all your comments. So let's do some cooking together. I hope you will join me, and all right, we're on mute. I got the comments on. We are live on Facebook. I hope you guys are ready to cook a delicious dish and spend a little time with me this evening. We are making an awesomely easy, let me turn this on, an awesomely easy dish for dinner, and it literally will just use this pot and that's it. And we will be ready to serve it from there. There is no straining the pasta. There's no really anything. We're just going to heat this up, boil all of it together for 9 minutes, and it's done. If you love a one-pot pasta, let me know. If you are cooking something for dinner tonight, let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I am just going to give this some time to heat up. It won't take long because if you've joined me for Kyle's Kitchen over the last month or so, you know that it's either super hot or not at all. So we're gonna get that going. Cheers. I hope you guys are having a great evening. I prepared for this all day and I worked from home, yet I'm still running a little late. So the 5:30 time became 5:45, but that is how it goes. So anyway, let me know what's going on, how you're doing, how you're hanging in there, what's happening. I am so excited to cook this one-pot pasta. We're heated up. And let me just show you. It is featured in Kyle's Kitchen Cookbook. Got to make sure not to show. And it is super simple, full page recipe. And it is literally all the ingredients you probably have in your kitchen. So I hope you'll check out Kyle's Kitchen Cookbook. I hope you'll join me in cooking tonight. We are all ready to begin. I've got 12 ounces of pasta. My recipe, I'm not even following my own recipe. My recipe says linguine. I only have spaghetti. We're going with it. 12 ounces of pasta, 12 ounces of cherry tomatoes, or any kind of tomato. I sliced up one regular, I think it's a San Marzano, and I did a couple cherry tomatoes and then some heirloom cherry tomatoes. I love using heirloom tomatoes. They just have a nice flavor. It's very hard to explain, but a nice flavor that just helps that pasta sauce be even better. Then we have a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm, again, not listening to my own recipe. It says 4 cloves of garlic. I think I did 6. Oh, we lost one. 2 cups of onions, 2 sprigs of basil that I have in my garden, and 4.5 cups of water. So let's start by pouring in the 4.5 cups of water. It's nice and hot, so that's going to be perfect because we want to get it boiling. And now here is the one pot part of it all. We are just going to throw all of this in here together. So we have our 2 cups of onions. I just thinly slice them, cube them. I'm not a good chopper. Onions. We're gonna throw our 12 ounces of tomatoes. I'm trying not to splash myself. We're gonna do pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Don't fly away from me. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Welcome to Kyle's Kitchen Live. We're cooking a one-pot pasta. I hope you will join me and hang out a little bit. Grab a drink and let's cook. We're just throwing all of these ingredients in one pot, and we're gonna cook this pasta. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let's let that drip dry. drip all the way out. 6, 4, 6, 8, however much garlic you like. Throw the basil straight in there. We're not even going to chop it up. And then your 12 ounces of pasta. And it's best in a pot where you can lay the pasta flat. It's going to cook evenly, faster, quicker. And that is literally all the ingredients in one pot. I'm going to turn it up and get the rest of this olive oil out. And now we just have to let it boil. Once it reaches a boil, I am going to set my timer for 9 minutes, and that is the entire recipe. Super simple, super easy cleanup, and it is really delicious. My house is about to smell like an Italian kitchen, and I can't wait. I've actually been craving this recipe. I'm just going to do a quick bit of cleanup. I've been craving this recipe since I first made it for the cookbook, and I just haven't made it yet. And that is why I'm doing another pasta dish. Plus, it's super easy. So we are just going to get all of our pasta wet. I can see it steaming. All right. Don't worry about stirring right now. Just worry about getting that the pasta in the water and the water to a boil. Once it's to a boil, we're going to boil for 9 minutes. That's going to cook all of these cherry tomatoes down, soften the onions and garlic. The basil is going to infuse its flavor into the pasta, and then there's no straining. We're just going to serve it right from here. So literally the only dishes we're using is this pasta thing and a pan. And that is it. Well, I used these dishes, but that's because I prepared it like a cooking show. So normally you wouldn't have even those dishes. So it is now all together. I put in 12 ounces of linguine, 12 ounces of cherry tomatoes cut up. I put in 2 cups of onions, salt and pepper to taste, 2 sprigs of basil, and what else? Olive oil, and that was it. 4.5 cups of water. And now we are just getting it to boiling. We'll boil it for 9 minutes, and that is the whole recipe. It is seriously delicious. Kid friendly, family friendly. It is awesome. It's literally, you'll make this and start craving it. I can see the steam, so we're making progress. Hello, everybody. I hope you're joining me for a little bit of cooking this evening. I hope you're having a good evening. I'm having a little wine. Let me know what you're drinking or eating tonight. What are you cooking for dinner? Let's chat. Yeah, let's chat. I was so excited, my voice went up a full octave. So, I have my iPad right here so I can see your comments. Let's just double check they're not turned off. They are on. Awesome. Hello, everybody. Cheers, Bridget. I hope you enjoy your little bit of bourbon. Oh, we got some boiling going on. Woohoo! Okay, so I have to tap it every once in a while to see comments. I am still working this out. I don't know why they just don't show on an ongoing basis. That away, Bridget. Ice cream for dinner. I love it. It won't even let me like it. So I'll figure it out. So, yeah, we got boiling. I'm getting some aroma. This is awesome. And this water is going to cook down. The tomatoes are going to cook down. And it will create a beautiful sauce. All right. So I would say, waiting for it to boil so I can start my 9-minute timer. Awesome. We are 9 minutes and we will get started. I'm not going to cover it. I want some of the water to evaporate. That's going to help create kind of a thicker consistency of sauce. So uncovered, boiling, full blast for 9 minutes. Well, not full blast where it makes a mess. We are not about messes. But this is the kind of thing you can expect from my cookbook. I am not a complicated cooker. I love awesome Italian dishes. But everything that I cook for you or that's in my cookbook is super simple. I literally engineered some of the recipes to eliminate dishes because I want cleanup to be easy. I want the prep to be easy. And I want the whole experience to be easy because that is what we're all about, right? Especially nowadays, we are all living and working from home. And, you know, we need to take it easy on ourselves. So I hope you are giving yourself a lot of grace and understanding because times are hard. We're like all in a day-to-day changing situation, locked in our not locked in our houses, staying home and staying safe, washing our hands. I saw a comment come up. I think it was about thickening it, and I don't thicken it at all. It's just perfect the way it is. The simmering will reduce it to the as long you have to have exactly 4.5 cups. So the key to this meal is exact measurements. I use my kitchen scale. Well, you can either use the package weight. So I had 10 ounces of tomatoes. I used my kitchen scale, found a 2-ounce tomato. I had 12 ounces of tomatoes. So exact measurements are crucial. I forgot the optional ingredient is red pepper flakes. You could do 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper and it will just give it a perfect amount of spice. I'm not doing that tonight because I would like my 5-year-old to eat this, and he will. The onions are going to cook down enough because they're nice and thinly sliced. Mine may not have looked like it. Like I said, I'm not a good... my knife skills are not up to par. So I'm working on them. But thinly slice those onions, they'll cook down and get translucent, and even the kids aren't even going to notice it. If they do, tell them to eat around it. They're easy to do that too. And I bet they'll eat a couple and not even know it. So yeah, we're at a full boil. We've got 6 more minutes. So I hope you will hang out and chat a little. Let me know, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, what you're drinking. What are you cooking for dinner? What have you cooked for dinner this week? I want to know it all. Please tell me. I keep grabbing this cup like it's something, but it's not. It was holding my pasta, and it's done. So yeah, we are just, and you don't even, I'm like watching over it. You don't even have to do that. The olive oil that we put in there is not only for flavor, it's going to keep your pasta from sticking together. And yeah, if you wanted to experiment with this and do any kind of spices, ingredients, I might have added some oregano. But this is one pot pasta. It is a full and complete pasta dish. There's no straining, no other dishes, and it is going to be ready and served right out of this. So I hope, let me know what you're cooking, what you're drinking. This particular, there's a lot of one pot pasta dishes, but I love this one because it creates a really light marinara sauce. Those cherry tomatoes have a great flavor. The water and those tomatoes simmer and cook down so perfectly that it is, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. It is so good. It is, but I also have a one pot pasta dish that is a little heartier. It has artichoke hearts. What else does it have? It's so good. Let's find it. It has, it's a rustic summer pasta. It has artichoke hearts, mushrooms, basil, thyme, spinach, grated Parmesan. It is so good. That's my other one pot pasta dish in this cookbook, and that one is just as good as this one. They're good. They are each good in their own different ways. This is like a nice light summer pasta, or a nice light pasta, and that one is just a hearty, comforting, perfect rustic pasta is what I'm calling it. Again, the aromatics in here are off the chain. Off the chain. Wow. I'm like who am I? Woo. It's just so good. The tomatoes and onions and garlic, they're starting to cook down, and it is so delicious. So let me know what you're doing tonight, what's on the menu. So far, someone's having ice cream for dinner, and I am so down for that. I am having one pot pasta. We're live on Kyle's Kitchen if you didn't know it. No editing. This has been such a fun project that I just might quarantine might end, and I'm just going to keep doing this. You can always find these on the replay on my YouTube channel. If you have comments, leave them below. I'll be answering them all night. We are just getting this cooked down, and already some of the water is cooking away. The tomatoes are starting to cook down perfectly. And here's why I love this recipe, because it's just, I'm just watching it and enjoying it. And I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how you're doing. If you need anything and you're in Arizona, Phoenix, let me know. I am always down to help. See, this thing is either too hot or not hot at all. Okay, I'm going to give it just adding a couple more minutes to my timer. I think because I did linguine versus, well, it could be this whole pot situation. It's going to need a little bit more time. But cook it to whatever you like. Al dente obviously is preferred. But those tomatoes just need a little more time. But we are thickening up. The sauce is starting to come alive. Those tomatoes are getting translucent, so we are so close. And that was, that's going to be a whole dinner in this, 15, 20-minute episode of Kyle's Kitchen Live. And we have a full pasta dinner. There will be leftovers. This is going to serve my whole family of 3. We'd probably serve 4. I think it's 3 ounces of pasta per person. But I have a 5-year-old, so he's not going to eat a full serving of pasta. So we are boiling. Woohoo! And having a little wine. It smells delicious in here. It is looking incredible. So now the tomatoes are cooking down, so their color is creeping into the sauce and the onions, and you can see it just starting to really become a yummy pasta. The onions are beginning to disappear and looking good. You guys can see a good view. And we're just going to pick out that sprig of basil when we're all done here. We're just using it for the flavor. Ooh, that's a great idea, Bridget. Some of your water, if you want to add a little more flavor or depth, you could use a vegetable stock or a chicken stock. That would be really good. Great idea, Bridget. See, and that's the beauty of this pasta, is you can make it whatever you want. If you wanted to cook some chicken and throw it in on after, if you wanted to throw in whatever additional ingredients you love, do that. It is totally versatile and amazing. So I hope you guys are staying positive and also staying busy. I sure am, because believe it or not, real estate is still rocking and rolling. I was hoping to get a accepted contract for my buyer today, but we were a little slow. Not slow, it wasn't our fault, but they were just jumping the gun and accepting another contract before they even looked at mine. I'm like, what's going on? Wait for me. So hopefully we will get a buyer under contract. We're so close to being done. It is cooked down to perfection. Ooh, yes. And you can kind of see, it's like I'll try to show you when I plate it, the sauce that it's creating. But you may think it's getting a little bit dry, but it is not. I'm just going to turn it down so we're not so hard. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a great evening. We are doing a live cooking show, Kyle's Kitchen Live, making one pot pasta. Oh, there it's ready. One pot pasta. It is literally one dish and you're done, ready in about 10 minutes, and it is so delicious. My house is smelling amazing, and I'm just waiting. My pasta is a little bit, still not quite the al dente. Ooh! Did you see that splash go out? I'm making a mess. Not too bad. All right. And literally, you don't even have to drain this. It is going to be served right out of this dish. Give me 1 second. I'm going to set these dishes in the sink. And I am going to set this to warm. And we will just wrap up this Kyle's Kitchen Live by serving this up in just a couple minutes. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Josh, you missed it. I can't believe it, but we will be here on the replay. We're still around. What are you cooking for dinner? I've got this on warm. We're almost ready to serve it. I see this. Do you deliver? Well, maybe for a fee. Yeah, I didn't even get to finish a glass of wine in the time that it took to make this dinner. So that is super simple, and it is totally ready to go now. So let's see if I can serve this up and show you what we got. I hope you guys are doing good. What's going on? Let me know what you're cooking for dinner in the comments below. I would love to know. Or what you're drinking. Yeah, we are ready. That was so fast. Cheers. I'm going to serve this up. I'm going to have to get a spoon to get some of that. All right. How's everybody doing? I am concentrated on plating, obviously. Let me get a little spoon just to scoop up some of that delicious sauce. So it creates like this saucy, we gotta turn her off. There we go. Okay, so it creates kind of this really light marinara sauce. It's very liquidy, so if you like it a little thicker, then do what I'm doing right now. Just put it on simmer, and until your whole family's ready to eat, just let that simmer lightly uncovered, and it will thicken up if you like a thicker sauce. But it is full of flavor, totally easy, and amazingly colorful and light. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is dinner. And it is served. So that is Kyle's Kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure enjoy spending a little evening with you. If you have any ideas of what I should cook on the next Kyle's Kitchen Live, let me know, please. I would love it. Cheers. I hope you guys have a great evening. And that was one pot pasta. As always, I'll leave a link to the rest. I will leave the recipe below and a link to Kyle's Kitchen Cookbook. Yeah, so now that we are wrapped up, let's just hang out for a second. Some of you are still here, and I still have a little bit of wine. So let me know, what has been your biggest challenge in cooking during this quarantine, stay at home, stay in place? Thanks for joining me, Pam. I'm so glad you joined me. We made a beautiful one-pot pasta. It is a delicious meal, and I'm so excited to eat it. It smells perfect. I don't know how to explain it. It's like an Italian restaurant in your kitchen. And I'm not clean up, super easy. So I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks again for joining me on Kyle's Kitchen Live. If you have any recipe ideas that you would like to see me cook live, let me know, and I will consider it. I'm not going to make any promises, because 2 weeks ago's fried rice, that was a challenge, but it turned out delicious and actually lasted for 2 meals. So you're going to have plenty of leftovers. It's family friendly. I forgot. Add some Parmesan cheese freshly grated on top, or if you only have the can, do that. And that is it. I hope you guys have a great evening. I will see you on the next one. Bye. All right, dinner is served. Let's eat.